Do, 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 do.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cooking Simulator.
Yay! This is my favorite part. Like, not even kidding. This is one of my most favorite things about these games. Just cooking stuff.
Soybean-based Zelda product.
I'm not even gonna. I was pretty sure that those could light during the rain.
Hmm.
They just.
If if you're having an issue due to the rain, is it possible to like build a structure over that and like
I mean,
use?
I think so.
I'm just curious. It seems like that would be something you could do.
Oh, let's see what's around here.
Isn't you have gear that can resist the rain, isn't there?
I don't think
I
that's
have
the
gear
issue.
that
Like,
can resist the rain, but that's not the same thing as actually resisting.
right. I assume that the reason it didn't light is because the actual ignition point is under the rain.
Yeah.
But I mean,
There is one place I can think you would go, but you don't have enough money to really start that.
that's a mood.
It's just like in Breath of the Wild, how you could have a house in Hatena Village.
It
In this
stopped
game, you
raining
can have
anyway, but it's going to rain again in the next 2 hours.
in this game you can have a house in Terrytown.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to buy the land for it, and it's 1,500.
Lame. What's with inflation? It's making everything big and round.
Okay, so
You know, I enjoy mushroom flavor, but I cannot stand the texture of mushrooms. Does anyone else have that?
I like the texture of mushrooms.
Really? Okay. Well, you can have all mine.
Oh yes, that's right. Cooking simulator today.
Mhm.
Sass. And bugs, apparently.
And I also need.
On the land. There are still some flavors where I liked them as a kid, and then just stopped liking them over time. Like, there's oyster sauce that they use a lot in Asian cooking. I love that stuff as a kid. Now it's just kind of.
I loved hot dogs as a kid, but now I just like I eat a hot dog and I'm like, yep, that's definitely meat product.
Yeah, I mean, I still kind of like hot dogs, but I understand where you're coming from. It's definitely not as good as like a steak or like kebabs or like a lamb or something. Now I'm hungry. God damn it! How dare! Sharon says I take a school hamburger or even a high grade hot dog. I don't know. The school burgers in my school were pretty vile.
Oh yeah. No,
Like-
like school pizza, the worst.
Okay, so the thing about school pizza, I mean, you're right. You're right. It was like mozzarella and like cheap, like Costco tomato sauce on like garlic bread. That was my school pizza. It's weird. I have fond memories of it, even though it was awful. It was like good awful. Like the way movie theater food is good awful.
Speaking of which, I heard they're replacing pepperonis down at pizza shops around that. I'm saying that's weird. We're getting different pepperoni. Hope it's not bad.
I'm not a huge pepperoni fan, but it's like mushrooms. I like pepperoni flavor more than I like actual pepperoni. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, that's like me with I can't remember the top of my head right now, but there's like a couple of things like that are just plain. Everybody looks at me like, how can you eat something like that? I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes, the food that kills the corruption. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea how much I'll need. I'm just preparing everything I have.
Oh yeah.
That is fair. Because I'm taking a good guess that by the end of the game, you're going to be fighting a bunch of monsters that are going to corrupt your hearts. Just a feeling here.
It's fine. Link can store unlimited amounts in his infinite freezer and hammer space or whatever.
Not unlimited.
I know. I'm exaggerating.
You are limited with how many meals you can carry at once, but
No, I'm exaggerating for the
it's like
purpose
50 or something.
All right, fine. Whatever you face.
Link's going down the banana path. He's going bananas.
Oh hell yeah! Banana split time. Banana nut split.
I don't have any
Oh,
milk.
jeez.
Oh,
Now I'm thinking of making a milkshake. Thanks.
soy-based banana split.
It's just semi
Not
fruit.
for-
I think if you do
I don't have.
bananas and oil, you could do fried bananas.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Nope.
Mighty
Nope.
simmered fruit. No.
I don't remember what the recipe for it is. I know you can do fried bananas. I don't remember what the recipe is. Maybe it's butter instead.
Both oils should do close to the same thing sometime.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The recipes in this game are kind of dumb sometimes.
Oh, you're missing something. Okay.
I do know
Do
you
you
can do fried
have-
chicken though.
Yeah, I've
Oil
done that.
and bird.
Do you have
If you
the
do.
bantha wheat?
Meat and oil.
Hmm.
I do not have any wheat or rice.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Mmm. Cooked watermelon.
Grilled pineapple. I don't think I've ever heard of grilled watermelon. I guess you probably could. Or you could just deep fry anything, you know.
Okay, Ashley says for fried bananas, you need bananas, wheat, and sugar.
Right, right.
Obviously, you need to bread the bananas.
Ooh, good. It's gonna be like mushroom jambalaya.
I haven't read the Turtles recently. I've just realized Link is their cook.
What?
Link is the cook for the Turtles. And like all the stuff he throws in. And they're like, that looks good. Do.
Simmer.
You know, before Rick does finish this game, he should try to look into getting fish, or no, not fish, cheese and milk. We gotta cook some.
Mushroom omelet. Oh, yeah.
Be kind to Link's bones.
Delish.
Ain't truly wild until he has some cheese and milk in his body. Speaking of which, since the existence of milk in this game, I just had a funny idea yesterday. But Link cereal. What if somebody actually invents that in this game in one of the sequels?
I mean, there was a Zelda cereal years and years and years.
Oh yeah,
ago.
I remember that.
Remember that? Yeah.
But in the series itself. Link becomes so famous that they make cereal after him.
It starts getting the licensing deal.
It's the mark of fame, having a cereal.
Mm.
Yeah. In the 90s, that was.
God.
Nowadays, it's a little weird. Like, I don't think Paw Patrol or whatever has a cereal. I don't think there's an Among Us cereal.
No, but they did have.
I can't see that. Oh my god.
I would love that.
Your little marshmallows in the shape of the little Among Us.
One of these marshmallows is sus.
Cadbury eggs had Among Us eggs. Let me double see if I can find those again. I know I've seen them recently. Let's see here.
No? Cereal. That'd be amazing.
Okay, Paw Patrol does not have a cereal.
Yeah.
But there are many different boxes of kicks that have Paw Patrol characters on them.
Nice. I found this, somebody did a markup of Among O's. Yeah.
Okay.
With flavors like sussy berry. Hold on, let me link this.
Sussy berry. Oh my god, you know what that reminds me of? The fucking Count Chocula and Wild Blueberry and all those, like, the Halloween themed cereals. Apparently they're adding a new character.
Oh dear God, what's it called?
I'm trying to remember.
You can't mess with canon. You know, there was this one box of Fruit Brute that they had, where they like the cover art was like, let me see if I can find it. The wolf was like weirdly attractive.
Doodle says, Rick, have you ever tried making an elixir?
There's not really any point to making elixirs.
What they do again? I forget.
The same thing that food does, except
They
they
just
don't
use-
also replenish your health.
Yeah, they just use critters instead of food ingredients.
From
Sorry,
Melon
basic-
Melon
I-
Reaper. Yeah, it's caramel apple flavored, so it's like
Mm,
Apple Jacks.
all right, I'll allow it.
They're coming out with that, and then they're also coming out with a cereal that puts all of them into one box. So you have all these flavors all together, and it's gonna be awful.
Mm,
Because you have like chocolate and berry and caramel and
it rarely works out when you mix dessert flavors and like citrus and fruit flavors together. At least not in like cereal form.
what does Applejack from My Little Pony have to do with cooking in this game? Ow! I mean Applejack, you know, the mean little apple and the Jamaican cinnamon stick.
What?
Oh, did you not remember those commercials? I remember those commercials.
It may I may not have seen it. I mean, if you're talking like in the 2000s,
Yeah, that was like a late 2000s.
yeah.
Yeah, Applejack cereal. The characters was like an anthropomorphic apple and an anthropomorphic cinnamon stick. And the apple was like an angry New Yorker, and the cinnamon stick was like a Jamaican who was always like, chill out, man.
Oh my God.
Is an Applejack an alcoholic drink? Yes. So
Yeah.
is Mountain Dew.
Is it?
Mountain Dew is a type of moonshine, technically.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is there? I was like, is there hard Mountain Dew now?
Well, yeah, well, that's where the name Mountain Dew comes from. It was a moonshine that was made in the Appalachians.
That's funny.
Applejack was also an alcoholic drink that is made from apple cider, and then it just became a brand name.
It was like, yeah. What's
I
the
can't
whiskey
carry any
involved?
more meals.
Nice.
Finally hit the limit.
That's all? I have to use some of these.
That's
Especially all these sneaky elixirs that I keep building up.
I mean, that's a lot.
Okay, I guess I'll have to work with that.
Yeah, just go, go make some trouble and then.
Where's my horse?
Thank you, Boxer, for linking the entire collection of those commercials.
Like a boxer.
Forgot I wasn't even holding a weapon.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Doodles is saying that Applejack is a weird alcoholic drink because you distill it by refrigeration, by having it be in a place where water can freeze, having the water freeze into an ice cube, and then removing that. And that's how you get a more concentrated alcohol.
Oh, that's interesting. My old roommate Rachel was convinced that if you bought like cheap vodka at like the at the cheap booze store or whatever, and then like she'd get like a big thing of it, and then filter it like 5 or 6 times through a Brita filter, that it would taste more refined. I
don't think so.
Nah. I don't think anyone at the party really cared.
Ooh.
Welcome back to hell.
Or just under the earth.
No, it's hell.
It's basically hell at this point.
It's too dark.
Also,
Well, we've got a fix for that.
make sure that I have something with freeze. Why is the Master Sword glowing?
Oh, that's not good.
Because
That
you're
means
in gloom-infested area, and the Master Sword will always glow against the gloom things.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a Tolkien thing where there's something near you.
No, it's not like Sting. The only reason I remember the name off the top of my head is because of the Lord of the Rings magic set coming out soon.
Nice.
Because, of course, there's like 2 different Sting cards in that set. It's like, okay, so they took all of the big characters in that story,
I need to go.
and they're just like, we're going to make a card for them during like
Into
each
the
significant part of their story. So there's like 5 different Gandalfs,
Awesome.
and like 3 Frodos, and like 4 Gollums. It's very weird. It's going to be
That's
very hard to
such-
remember what each one of them does.
That's such overkill. I love it. You've got like Red Gandalf the Gray, Gandalf the White, prequel Gandalf.
Yeah, you've got like Party Gandalf at the beginning of
Party
Lord of the Rings when he's at the Hobbit. You've got like
That's
Wizard
amazing.
Gandalf when he's at the tower talking with Saruman. You've got like Gandalf when he's facing the Balrog, Gandalf the White, and then Gandalf during like the final battle of Minas Tirith.
That's awesome. So unnecessary.
So much. Final
And for
Fantasy
Bilbo,
says
you... Go ahead.
Final Fantasy says the depth layers reminded me of the toxic jungle from Nausicaa. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that's unintentional.
So
Yeah.
much of this game is very reminiscent of Nausicaa.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty sure that was the case, when when the first Legend of Zelda came out. Because that wasn't long after
Yeah.
Nausicaa originally came out.
yeah, no, yeah, that's possible. Yeah, there's an argument for that. Sure, I could see that. First Nausicaa was what, 84, 83? I don't know. And Zelda was 85, I think.
Okay. Time to try this again. There they are. Now, the guys are too skinny.
Nope, you need to get a weapon.
Yeah. They keep breaking on me.
Um. Okay, the thing about names in Mini Boxer is it depends a lot on how frequently I interact with them. I mean, Rachel was my roommate, so yeah, I know her name.
And
With-
Phantom Ganon.
Nice.
Mm.
You can kick his ass with other phantoms.
Man, Ganon, can't you just leave us alone?
With a lot of people. Oh. With a lot of people.
And that
it
broke.
only-
The sword's glowing.
But now your sword's glowing. It wasn't glowing against the hands, but it is glowing against Phantom Ganon.
especially at FurCons, I will refer to people by their, by their assumed names, by their fandom names, just because that's easy to remember. Because it's,
Oh,
usually,
wow.
I mean, it's more, it's easier to call GC like game program, because that's pretty unique. But
Why am I not wearing my armor? Always annoying to remember that.
I mean, okay, there are rare instances where if someone's furry name sounds odd or potentially inappropriate, and we're like, we're a mile away from the con and having dinner at like Olive Garden or something, and I have to call to them, I'll either just be like, I'll use the real name if I know it, or I'll just be like, hey, dude.
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 Dude. I think I mentioned this before, but we,
See, it's easy with you because I can just call you Jonas no matter what.
Yeah.
Because that is your real name, right? Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's been.
hey, buddy.
Go. Sorry, go ahead, GC.
No, I'm just calling you buddy. Hey, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, bub.
Hey, Bob.
I've
Alright,
actually
Wolverine.
debated changing my middle name to Miller because it's already a name that starts with M anyway, so it literally wouldn't change how I sign anything.
I haven't said bub in a long time. I pretty much just go, hey, buddy.
No, but like if someone's, furry name is like. I'm trying to think of an example. now.
Inku Pup.
Yes.
Or Eknu. Is that
Eknu
the
Pup.
Eknu?
That sounds like a
Pup.
Pokemon.
New pup.
It does sound like
Use
a
your hand in
Pokemon.
chat if you're a pup.
Kieran, that's a sensible rule, and yet I have known, especially early on in the early days of fandom, I knew folks who absolutely would break that and have completely inappropriate names on their badges.
Hmm. I mean, but also on badges, there are people who get names of their badges that are not their online name just because they want something ridiculous.
Yeah. I remember plenty of those. Or they would do it to troll, or
Yeah.
just try and get a rise out of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do the backflip, Link. Just get out the robot.
Link's just like, no, backflip! I want backflip!
Damn it, shouldn't you get in the robot?
More light roots. More light!
What?
There's another one right that way. I don't have to get it right now, but I could get it right now.
Good.
Do it.
Since these are all, like, crammed right together anyway.
Yo. Where are you now right now in relation to the overworld? Are you directly underneath the...
I'm directly underneath Lost Woods.
Okay.
Where are you in the... You've logged 71 hours in this game. Nice.
That is some time.
That is indeed. Yeah.
Those are like little baby numbers. I'd have to go double check, but I think I'm probably sitting at like 230 hours.
Nice.
Another one right over there.
Yeah, I think if you get that one, you'll light up the entire area under the island.
The current top 10 for in terms of hours played, it's Pyro Warriors, Miscellaneous Variety, Escape Sim, Baba Is You, Tears of the Kingdom, Armello, Jackbox, Stardew, Satisfactory, and Deep Rock.
Oh, you're saying that's for his stream?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, what I meant. Sorry.
I definitely need more weapons.
Deep Rock tops out at 187 hours played.
Rambo Nuka. Something like that. Right. I guess now we could try and get up to the Great Deku Tree, like they were
Yeah.
saying.
Where's my robot? There you are.
We love giant robots.
Ow.
Explosions in this game are so satisfying.
Ow.
And until they do that.
That's still satisfying. How have this weapon not broken yet?
Tell me about it. It's burning at the center.
Oh, the tip finally broke off.
Mm-hmm. Ow.
What?
God, you really are churning through these weapons quickly. Why are they all so low durability?
Mm. I love the look of this gloom-infested chubby, moblin or whatever? I don't know.
Boss Bokoblin.
Boss Pagaliga.
That looks deadly.
Well, you ain't in it to tap them, so, you know.
Royal Broadsword.
But hit the broadside of a barn with a broadsword.
Just lit himself on fire.
Sad.
It happens.
Cooked Bokoblin guts. Indigestible.
Chewy. Bokoblin tastes like pork, but with the uncomfortable aftertaste of semi-sentience. That's such a cool shield.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty steep.
Which way around this do I need to go?
None of them. Korok was saying, what if there was some way to get drawn up into the roots?
Yeah, I
To
know.
just-
I need to go back there.
Yeah, it's right under one of the light roots. You could teleport to them.
Hmm.
I don't want to teleport to them. I already started walking there.
Why put me through all this extra legwork?
Right, you stop sliding.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, I'm stuck.
Oh no!
Okay, fine, I'll teleport.
This is the worst because like the camera gets in close and you just sort of like. Time to hydrate. Okay.
This one might take a while. Oh, there it goes.
I wonder what the highest ascent is in this game, or I should say the greatest ascent.
I am curious about that. Oh,
Hey, dang it, tree! What's
He
going
looks,
on?
Concerning.
What? Oh, is he dead or something?
he definitely looks like he's worn out. Yeah.
Koroks are like completely frozen. He's got gloom dripping out of his mouth.
Oh shit!
Well, we'll get around to that. Hold on a second. You make sure that we have a teleport point here.
There you go.
And since we're here, we might as well finish this. So.
No biggie.
Time stops while you're in these, right? No, it doesn't. Oh.
Think it does.
Swing to hit.
A swing and a miss.
Not what's supposed to happen. Need to attach this to it.
Oh.
Oh, it's fed.
That's good. Yes, indeed.
Good luck with this one. I think people have said this might be the hardest puzzle in
The game.
the shrines.
All right. Remember, folks, no backseating unless, Rick specifically wants it. Please.
How is that hard?
Because that's not how inertia works. Not in real life, at least. Or at least that's not how people expected it to work.
Yes, fair. But I mean, physics are always going to be abbreviated for the sake of fun.
Not me. I didn't say I had trouble with it. I said other people have had trouble with it.
I'm not talking about myself, Baka.
And we bring this.
She says it's nowhere near as bad as the one with the different sized balls.
I'm trying to remember which one that is. Can't recall.
Miller can't recall the different sized balls. But that's okay. Neither can
I
I.
can't recall the different size balls. Can you help me with that?
Oh, bro.
Wasn't one hanging a little lower than the other one? Anyway, hi, GC.
Hey. Oh, I was out of here.
I know.
I'm just looking like, hi, GC. Oh, you guys are cool.
Wait, don't I get a bop?
I don't think they heard what you said.
Oh, okay. There we go. Thank you, Kieran. God,
There you go.
I felt left out. I had the fear of missing out.
The fear of not
You
being
had the
bopped.
FOMO of getting bopped.
I had the FOMO.
Gentleman that wants his punishment.
I had the FOMO. The bop FOMO. FOMO. FOMO.
The FOMO. The
FOMO.
FOMO.
I had the mbop. That pillow does look comfortable.
All he's gonna say, huh?
For a minute there, I thought you were actually going to wake him up.
It says the hardest
Ow.
puzzle was definitely the pinball one. Oh, man.
Mm.
Decker just got hemorrhoid flare-ups. Ew. Maybe that's probably too gross. Oh, well.
There's the piano music. That's when you know Vegeta's nearby.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. I really appreciate the design of the cool creatures. It's fairly nightmarish.
Ow.
You know what I've noticed, Flo? The iOS version of Twitch is also really kind of limited and crappy. Like, I sometimes I'll have it as like a third screen, you know, so I can do multitask, but like, it's kind of crap as far as like doing pretty much anything like clipping or, you know, moderating or any important Twitch stuff. Hmm. Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Fuck them up.
Blurry special. Smooth and destructive.
I mean, that's not how it works everywhere else.
Unfortunately.
Just
This
like
is the
that,
only
huh?
Phantom Ganon that matters. All the other runs are just normal enemies, basically. They're hard, but they only count as normal enemies. Yeah. Time to get out of here.
Anything up here? Doesn't look like it.
I think this is the way up.
I guess I could take this way up.
Okay, we're back in a sec.
Hello.
Pikachu is definitely a Muppet. I mean, look at that mouth. Okay, I'm just saying. It's canon.
Another
It is
flashback.
good to see you, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and Link, Keeper of the Master Sword.
I think that's Sean's voice.
Your
Yeah.
blade has been fully restored.
With a bunch of reverb added to it.
Go on,
Oh, yeah,
then,
yeah.
Link. Try it once more.
So much more effortless than it was in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Great Deku Tree. Thank you so much.
There is no need for thanks. I merely watched over its renewal.
It is amazing that a sword can heal itself, no matter how badly damaged it becomes.
It can do more than heal. The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power.
Yeah, we know
The
this.
stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes. The potential of this fabled blade may well be limitless. Truly the work of a goddess.
The sword that grows ever stronger. The Master Sword.
Because I think they're re-explaining everything because, like, there's this assumption that maybe there might be folks who haven't played Breath of the Wild who are playing this.
Well, it's also because you could do these things out of order, right? You can come here long before you do the Dragon's Memories and get the sword.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you get the sword, you need to know why is it so much more powerful now, and so you very quickly get a thing where Zelda's like, I remember Deku Tree told me to bathe it in holy light.
Right. I don't mind recaps as long as there's a way to, like, get past them.
Yeah.
If it's like a forced recap, then it's like, it's great.
Celios here and says, if you don't have the sword, you'll get a marker tracking Zelda. You're supposed to come here after the memories before getting the sword itself.
Oh. God, all the Lost Woods.
I know.
It's still the Lost Woods.
God, the boundary was that close.
Yep.
Where to drop me off?
Closer.
I love the concept of the Lost Woods. Actually being lost in the Lost Woods kind of sucks.
Preox thinks, you'd think someone would have found the woods by now. We saw someone at the entrance to the woods yesterday. Like, they know it's here, it's just nobody can get through it.
Right.
All right, he's back.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you know? Oh, GC, did you guys ever get any smoke from the fires?
No,
Okay, I'm just curious.
not as far as I know. We're not going to get that.
Well, that's good.
Be very honest. If we just realized recently there would be a concern though, because our stepdaughter has asthma, so we got to watch out for that.
Yeah.
You'd have to stay indoors. Never had anything like that down here, so I doubt it will happen. Yeah. Just like that,
Okay.
that hurricane last
None
year.
shall pass.
Nice.
A Lord of the Rings reference in Zelda?
Get out.
I wonder if it was accidental.
Or is that Lord of the Rings, or
No,
is it
not at all.
Monty Python?
I mean, how often does Nintendo do pop culture references now that I think about it?
I think if
Those
you
were the
stick to
flowers.
the empty areas, the open field parts, you should be good.
Like, oh wait, those are the flowers I was talking about. Blue nightshades are planted right there. Ow.
Do we have any confirmation on the green light for the Zelda movie, or is that still considered a rumor?
I think it's still considered a rumor.
Okay. I haven't really been paying super close attention to that. I just occasionally I get these like oblique references on Twitter.
Yeah. 4 days ago, it was reportedly greenlit. So again, it's just
Well, like they can get very far with the writer strike still going on, so.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's right. I kind of hope that if they actually do the Zelda movie, that they go a little more serious than the Mario movie, maybe. I mean, I don't mind some,
well, yeah.
but
I'm just kind of upset because it sounds like they want to do it with Illumination again, and I'm just like, why? Zelda's like the one Nintendo franchise you could do in actual live action. I want a practical effects movie, man. Practical effects are so good.
Not only that, though, but I'm not saying that their art is bad. Definitely not. Like, they did a good job with the art in the movie and the music, but they're going to pretty much keep making like pop culture references, and that's something I don't want to see with a Link movie.
yeah, I mean, it's like a couple of little quips are okay.
I mean, Mario. Even I had a bit of a problem with Mario, but I get it. But at the same time, when you think of Link,
Well,
no.
Mario's world is inherently more ridiculous,
more
know?
modern.
You know, with something like Hyrule, there are
That's a talus.
limits to how much silliness and pop culture stuff you can have before it starts to get like
Yeah,
tedious
Hyrule
and
is much
Hyrule.
more internally consistent and wouldn't really stand for pop culture reference kind of stuff.
Well, they're
Exactly.
gonna have. I mean, I'm sure that at the very least they'd have some like nudge, see what we're referencing kind of stuff, you know. But I hope it's not overly excessive.
Yeah.
But I just can't see the Zelda series having pop culture in any shape or form. It does its own thing. That's the way I looked at it. I mean, it can make sense for Mario because at least Mario is from Brooklyn and he can get at least a little bit of pop culture references. But Zelda, it's its own world. I mean, that's like giving Zelda an iPod or something. Although they probably could get away with a cheesy joke like that, like Zelda listens to music on there, pop culture music. But I mean, no.
You mean
I
like
just-
on her Sheikah slate or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, she pulls out the Sheikah Slate and it has earbuds for some reason, then she puts it on and she's listening to like I don't
Yeah.
know.
She's listening to the game
Manic
soundtrack.
Monday or something.
I could see Pura doing that, but
Yeah. God.
if it's like a side joke like that, it's like it's okay.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be ideal.
Mhm.
It'd be it would at least fit as like a bit of comic relief right there instead of
Yeah.
being woven into the movie like they usually do.
Yeah. Zelda's the only pop culture geek in the whole series.
There's the question of which game do they start with?
I'm sure they're gonna go with the very first. They're
That-
gonna do their own
I
thing.
mean, yeah. So either the thing is they're going to do. I don't know. My feeling is either they're going to do Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom universe. Maybe it's a little bit of its own story there,
Hmm.
or they're going to do Ocarina of Time.
I think they're gonna stay away from that. They're gonna go for the very original.
The original doesn't have a story.
Exactly.
Nothing happens there.
But that's the point you're missing, Miller. They're gonna take something with no story and give it story.
I don't think Hollywood's good enough, smart enough to do that. I don't think they're capable of adding story to something.
I wouldn't. I would not underestimate the Miller, but okay. From a business perspective, they have to go with the original to get the whole thing starting, and they're gonna have to create their own thing.
Yeah, talk to me.
I don't think I even noticed or followed the flowers when I did this part. I just stayed in the area that didn't have trees. Try an origin story? What, do you mean like they'd come up with their own origin story, or do you mean they tried to make a movie version of Skyward Sword?
A movie version, like what they did with the Mario movie.
Yeah, but Mario doesn't really have a set in stone origin story in the games anyway. Like, no game is set up to be the first one.
Right, but I mean,
Go ahead.
but that's what they did with the Mario movie, right? Is they tried to give Mario like a family and put some stuff like from games together to create something for Mario so people can relate to it. But that's about as much credit as I can give them. It's like they will try something like that and just make it sound like that's how the original series started in a movie format.
Am I missing a Korok around here? No.
No, I think he's further down this path.
You know, it occurs to me, and feel free to contest me on this one because, like, I'm just, this is just spur of the moment speculation. But it occurs to me that, like, one of the reasons it was kind of
Five
difficult.
golden apples.
Dope.
Oh, there's some here.
It was difficult for a long time to adapt games to movies and vice versa because, games tend to, not always, but often tend to be about analysis and iterative, logical problem solving, right? There is, there doesn't need to be, it doesn't hang necessarily on emotional beats. Whereas with
Wrong one.
a really engaging narrative, not every narrative, but a really engaging one, you have to have emotional beats. But there's no real need for a character arc in a video game. In fact, I've often seen games where like the character arc stuff, like the character arc cutscenes almost feel a little out of place. And I find myself being like, okay, hey, let's get to the actual problem solving. That's my
Yeah,
take.
Zelda games especially I think are like that because I don't think there's ever been. Has there ever been a Zelda game where Link has had character growth? Not counting Ocarina of Time of him literally aging up 7 years.
I think what happens is the characters around him experience the character growth. Like the sages or Zelda.
Even then.
Yeah. It's sort of it's there to it's compressed and it's simplified and it's there to forward the story and give Link something to do.
Finger says Wind Waker. Yeah, like I'm thinking like Tetra is the only
That's
character
true.
I can think that changed. Is she had a personal revelation and then grew because of it and became
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
less
it's not
boastfully brave and more actually brave.
it's not impossible. I mean, you can have games with really moving stuff, especially nowadays. I mean, we exist in this era of like stuff like Undertale and Spiritfarer, where you have games that are almost entirely emotionally driven, which is a new thing. It's not it's not without precedent, but it is essentially kind of new territory. When I was growing up, there wasn't a lot. I mean, there was bit by bit, you had games with feels in them, but the vast majority are kind of like these mechanical left brain experiences. I think that paradigm is still around and probably will continue to be around for a while to come. A while to go. For a long time to come, that's what I meant to say. For movie adaptations, you have to fill in some of the blanks. You have to give characters backstory that is not relevant to the game, just because like it would be weird if you didn't. like GC mentioned Mario having a family, just stuff like that. It's like you can't avoid that.
Yeah.
And sometimes video game plots just don't have enough. Like you really have to like improvise, stuff if you want to make it an arc. I felt like there is, Mario has enough lore at this point. Mario and Zelda have enough lore that like you can make fairly good movies out of them. I think back in
How does
'93,
that
one of the
sink? Shouldn't the muck be denser than it?
I think one of the reasons the old Mario movie was kind of was because it hadn't been long enough. I mean, there was not enough to build on at that point. So they did a lot of really creative, but sort of wonky world building, and you had Dennis Hopper as Bowser.
It still sucks because I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, that back in the old days they had the materials, but the problem was I keep forgetting what went wrong, but it was pretty much what their concept at the time for a Mario movie was.
I mean, it was coming. They were. I felt like they were drawing on like pop culture stuff and like other other children's movies and just stuff like that, and
The
there was a
Hollywood
certain-
vibe.
Yeah. Well, especially the Hollywood like kids vibe.
Yeah.
There was a very specific kind of storytelling for kids at that point, and I think it just didn't mesh well with the adaptation. I'm not sure what would have worked back then. I think basically it needed to go another 40 years and develop a library of games from which lore can be built, I guess. By the same token, I think like a 90s or any Zelda movie would have been probably not so good unless it was in the hands of a really amazing director. And I'm pretty sure the director you would want wouldn't touch something like that. Not at that time.
When I keep bringing thinking of video game movies that had a good start, the rare ones were like Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil, and there was one other one. I don't know what it was, but those two are actually the ones that come to my mind now the most now that I think about it. Because
I love the '95 Mortal Kombat movie, although I know it's not very good.
I mean, you got the costume, the music, and that was all people cared about. Like they had that kind of thing in the movie. And that's all people cared about at the time.
Yeah, I love the techno soundtrack.
Yeah, the techno soundtrack and the costumes, they were amazing. And they even did the lines and everything. That was the kind of thing it had back then.
Mm-hmm.
I just laughed and I read how the sequel did so bad. They pretty much had all the cast become like chiefs of the project. They all had their own. They had to upgrade their payroll or something like that. Upgrade their. They all became directors. I think it was. I have to double check again. Which was not a proper way to get a raise in a movie like that.
I don't know if anyone says remember Street Fighter. Yes, I do. I never saw it when it was actually out in theaters. I saw it on video, but that one was an odd one. That one had A-listers in basically a B movie.
And one thing I actually really liked about that movie is that all the actors in that got in. Well, not all of them actually, but mostly the guy that played Bison. He was the one that did it for his children. But I'm pretty sure that was the vibe they had back then. They said people love Street Fighter and they just want to do it for the kids back then.
Raul Julia gave more to that role than was probably absolutely necessary. And I greatly applaud him for it.
Yes. I'll never forget it. I already loved him in as Adams in the Adams or Gomez. I already loved him for that role off the bat. I didn't even know that was him in Street Fighter 2. Honestly, I was laughing when I found out. I said, no way he's the bad guy. I refused to believe it when I was a kid.
I think maybe video games also themselves had to kind of reach a new place in culture before people accepted video game movies more easily. You know, like nowadays, you know, back in the beginning, video games were like, it's a board game for your TV set. And I think I'm at a point where people were like, is this bad for our kids? You know, and when it's at that phase, I feel like it's going to be less likely for adaptations to get any kind of strong traction. I think it had to like, you know, I think after the 90s, people started accepting video games as more of just
that's actually a good point you brought up right there. We can't forget how many people back then thought that video game movies were cute. Like, for parents. They were all thinking, yeah, this is probably a cute thing for our kids to watch. And that was probably the same mentality a lot of higher-ups back then had. Now, these days, everybody knows to take them much more seriously. But yeah, back then, everybody thought all games were Mario.
That's not to say that there aren't still awful adaptations. I heard that the Assassin's Creed movie was pretty bad, even though it starred Michael Fassbender, who's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, though, because when you look back at it, it's actually the more mature movies that actually, that started out well. It's just when they started having sequels, that's when things started going bad for them.
Yeah.
Because everybody knew Resident Evil was not a children's movie, and people knew Mortal Kombat was gory, and yet they were the ones out there that basically made the most money at the time.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat was what, PG-13? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure Resident Evil was ever mature, but yeah, Mortal Kombat was PG-13 if I remember correctly.
No, I mean the movie.
Yeah, the movies.
I'm pretty sure it was PG-13 because everybody was aiming for PG-13 in the 90s.
Right. Mm-hmm. Deviant's Curse brought up Dragon Ball Evolution. No.
Please no.
No.
The only good thing about that is I got Toriyama back into the game.
And Toriyama was like, "This sucked so hard. You know, maybe I should come back and do it the way that it should be done."
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep on hearing about an Akira live action movie, and I'm like, there's a way that could be done right, and they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, basically.
I still feel bad that the
Like-
Dragon Ball Z Broly. Oh, sorry.
90% of the issue with a lot of those adaptations is that the way that Hollywood thinks about a story is very narrow, and in order to actually adapt a lot of that kind of stuff well, you need to have a broader pattern of thinking, and they just don't want to do that because they need to follow the formula, because they need to be able to sell it to investors and executives who are already used to thinking about stories in one precise way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's business, unfortunately. There's always a formula to this kind of stuff. You could come up with the most original idea, but it doesn't matter if it's not in their formula.
I know.
From a pragmatic standpoint, I get that. You don't want this thing to bomb. You want, you have a bottom line to watch out for. But it always crimps storytelling.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. But then you think, hey, you guys want the business? I'll give you business. And that's where the greedy mind kicks
Oh,
in.
there were only 4. I thought there were 5. Okay. So I need to go to the flying island above Lost Woods in order to go down there.
Even though a lot of people talk about Dragon Ball in the old days, the new Dragon Ball's actually been doing pretty good. But the problem that really sucks in this is the whole Dragon Ball Z Broly situation, like with
How
Vic
would
and
I
all
get
that.
up there?
But you're not going to see that in English anytime soon, unfortunately. But you can still watch it as Japanese version, but it's phenomenal.
I might be able to do that from the Skyview Tower here.
At least the new Dragon Ball Super movie that came out recently did another fantastic job. So at least we can see that in its English glory.
Typhlo.
Ah, idyllic.
This is like a location in Talos Principle.
Oh, speaking of, did you see the trailer for Talos Principle 2?
I saw one of them. Did they have another one?
I don't think so. I think there's only been the one so far. It looks very interesting.
I'm curious how
I'm
it
not sure if
meshes-
they're doing the simulation thing again, or if it's just like, no, you're the actual robot in the real world now, but somehow there are still laser grid puzzles.
Hang on, let me dig up the gameplay trailer. I'll put it in the trailer channel for now. Yep. Looks interesting.
Let me check it out.
I hope they.
Down there.
I'm not saying that like Talos Principle was boring or too samey. I do hope they expand on the original concept and gameplay mechanics a little bit. Looks like they do. It looks like they're definitely doing different things.
I would imagine they must have had to, or else they would have released the game,
You know,
6 months after the original instead of like 7 years.
I mean, sometimes a sequel is not always a guarantee of new innovation. Like sometimes they will just go back to the well, and
Oh, main cards.
I mean, I'd say the time between them gives a pretty good indication.
yeah.
Like
Hopefully,
if you have a sequel come out 6 months or a year after the original, then yeah, they did not have time to innovate. There's no way they could have.
yeah.
But when you have it, almost a decade since the original, you must have done something since then.
Hope so.
Chat saying, by all known laws of aviation, there's no way the paraglider should be able to work.
Again, abbreviated physics. A wizard did it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Oh, that's a fast one. All right.
I mean, a fabric that big would definitely be able to do something to help you. I think the thing that's more incredible with it is just the fact that Link can pull it out and put it away instantly.
I have a strong enough weapon, I can just one-cycle it.
Boy, shit.
Well, it's also a Flux Construct 1, it's the weakest ones, but yeah.
Does this work with those?
It does, it counts as a Zonite device.
Oh shit.
Eh.
That's not bad.
Okay, so... need to sail
Maybe-
one of these up there.
Maybe Link is like 80 pounds.
If you go to that island that's connected to the arena, that's got a platform and some rockets.
Like maybe Link is just really absurdly light.
I mean, I think he is. He's...
It kind of looks like you could just pick him up. Not that I would try. There's a great line in Fight Club. Skinny guys fight till they're hamburger.
Oh, yeah. Link weighs exactly as much as 7 apples and 2 peppers. Because people have used the devices in this game to build scales where they can compare weights of things, and Link weighs exactly as much as 7 apples and 2 peppers. Which is like 3 pounds or something.
Hold on, I'm calculating it now. 7 apples and 2 peppers. Let's see.
Character says including all his gear. Yep, including all of the clothes he wears, all the stuff he has in his inventory, which is probably more than 7 apples and 2 peppers.
4 pounds plus 0.5. Oh, order of operations. Yeah, hang on.
Don't drop it.
So
Maybe
Link
how
is,
far out I can...
that means Link is roughly 2.8 pounds.
Okay, this needs to move a little bit more. I don't know quite how to do that, but let's see. You can probably just...
You can hop down and then just move it.
Yeah. I was worried that the slope is steeper than it looks.
Yeah, if he dropped his sword, it would weigh more than the rest of him.
His
Including
entire
if
the
he
rest
had
of
that
him.
same sword on. Yeah. Thanks.
Archville says, keep in mind those apples and peppers near this size of chance. You have to scale them up a little bit. Okay, fine.
So what? 10 pounds?
I mean, they had to make him light. That was the only way a lot of stuff would work. Obviously, if he was actual like human weight, because everything obviously has weight in this game, like weight values. It would make probably a lot of the shit he has to do a lot more complicated, if not impossible.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that happens a lot in video game physics, like unusually light enemies and protagonists.
Oh yeah, things in video games almost never weigh similar to what they do in real life because you need more pronounced reactions and effects on things.
Yeah, you need more bounce. More bounce.
So you'll have like a 55-gallon drum barrel that's completely full and it weighs like 5 pounds or something.
Yeah. The way stuff topples. Yeah.
It is a world of cardboard and styrofoam.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean also works if you think of it more like that what you're playing a video game, you're in some location. If you think of it more like a movie set instead of the actual location.
Yeah. That makes sense. So it's like Star Trek. You have styrofoam boulders.
Yeah, you have, that 5-pound empty plastic drum that breaks your back and makes you want to kill yourself. Look, Worf was a fucking pussy in that episode, alright?
Wow. Miller, too soon.
Yeah, only like 30 years ago. It's too soon.
How dare. I think there's a whole trope about Worf, like...
Yeah, there's a whole thing where... Because you need to show that the bad guy is actually tough and dangerous and threatening, so he has to beat up Worf.
Even
because
when he's
Worf
like
is stronger than everyone else on the team, and so if somebody
Right.
can beat up Worf, then nobody else has a chance.
Yeah,
It's
even when
annoying.
it's like a pissed off oil slick.
Worth deserved better respect. At least he got some respect. They didn't do it to him on Deep Space Nine except for one time only. But yeah.
Okay,
They,
so something similar happened in Half-Life 2. They wanted to do damage from all physics collisions, but they found that with what they set your walking speed to in order to feel good when getting around, you would die from bumping into walls.
Back on, I feel like there was at least one episode where Wesley got bashed up a bit. I can't remember for sure because it's been a while, but
Shut up, Wesley!
Where Wesley got beat up? I don't know.
well, I mean, I feel like I remember at least one where he got messed up, but it's been, God, it's been like. Well, I remember. I mean, I watched Next Generation as recently as like a couple years ago, but I mean, I haven't watched it comprehensively in a long time.
Yeah, this is another one of those diving challenges. So if
Yeah.
you get to the bottom, you'll have a construct take you back up.
Didn't he get his ass kicked in the second episode with the Traveler? Maybe I'm wrong.
The second episode of The Traveler.
The one where the Traveler came back and they were on the Native American planet. Didn't he get in a fight? Well, whatever.
On the Native American planet? I actually never watched that episode.
Oh, you
I
never-
watched
okay.
the entire thing recently, but I had to step out when that one was playing. So
Oh, okay. You weren't missing that much. I mean,
that's what I hear. So
yeah, they had to give Wesley an exit that I don't think they knew what to do with him.
They still don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
They're trying to make him like the series hype man. It doesn't work.
Picard's a complicated thing. I like parts of it, and other parts I just kind of shrug.
I mean, I suspect by the end of it, it's going to be at least similar to how Next Generation was for me, which is just skip the first 2 seasons.
Well, it's over. I mean, as far as I know, it's over. I don't think they're doing a 4th season. But I'm not going to spoil anything, just in case you end up,
Remember, you got that dive set. Oh, I just barely got that one.
Yeah, I do.
Do a barrel roll.
The targets are moving.
This looks like fun.
Significantly better version of Pilot Wings, I'll tell you that.
Anachronicity says half the fun of Pilot Wings was the wonky controls. I respectfully disagree. I did not play in games like that with, in the era before thumb analog control sticks. Like, it was only once those started to be a thing, like on the PS1, where like I felt comfortable playing like flying kind of games. Or at least ones where you have to do like fast, crazy maneuvers like that. I did not like trying to do it with like a D-pad or shoulder buttons alone. But that's just me. You got your marbles.
Yeah. You do that to make sure I have all the items registered there.
Oh, and 64 Pilot Wings. I never played that one because I didn't like any N64 games. Because I'm a hater.
The N64 Pilot Wings was much better than the Super NES version, but it was still kind of wonky.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy, not only am I naked, it's dark.
Hey, could be a good time. Who knows?
Oh boy.
And a backup light shield. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is a sneaking mission.
I don't know if there's an annoying topic. That's probably something you might want to ask on the Discord. Anachronity. There.
I don't remember what the question was.
Anachronity was asking about the third Hip and Celestia book.
Oh, is the third Him Celestia book on the foreseeable horizon, or have there been unfortunate delays?
Yes.
It's on the horizon. It will come eventually, and from what I know, I'll tell you this: it's looking good.
You give little mouse pick a pat and a boop and a yeet. Yeah.
Hey,
Ba, 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 da, ba.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Hooray! You have completed the shrine.
So I watched a bit of last night's VOD. So Raru sealed Ganon, but it also sealed him, right? That's my understanding. And what's her name? Sonia? Or
Sonia was the Hylian that Ganondorf killed. Minoru was Raru's sister.
right, right. Anyway, she got turned into one of those constructs. Like
Yeah, she's the Sage of Spirit, so she's able to separate her spirit from her body. And since Ganondorf dealt her basically a mortal blow, she was going to die soon after the fight. She separated her spirit, put it in the Puripad, and waited to be reunited with Link. She's been in the Puripad this entire time, and only once we were able to get her a construct body was she able to actually talk to us.
She was an app.
Yes, she was a sentient app.
Well, that's good to know.
Yay!
Yay!
Fly pants.
Get your glide tight so you can fly right. Aerodynamic.
Now see if you can go find the third one. You should be able to just kind of look at the map and find the sort of circly structure stuff.
Were there any
I
other
need to
major
get
plot
the one
developments?
That's the shrine that's in Lost Woods.
Aside from that stuff, was there any other major plot developments in last round?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. Other than, yeah, the other thing was that when Rauru sealed Ganondorf, he's just like, you will be defeated by the swordsman known as Link. Remember this name. Ganondorf was like, Link.
Yeah.
I will remember the name.
Ganon's like, yeah, cool, bro. Can't wait to meet him.
And that's why when we woke up Mummy, he was like, Link and Zelda. Good to see you again. And they were just like, what?
Ninjas.
Ninjas?
Ninjatos.
I mean, those
Why
little
does that
guys from
sound like
Mario
a-
2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Dr.
wasn't that a
Ninja
Mario
Stars.
enemy?
Yeah.
I love those guys.
They jump, but
Little,
they
little
hurt.
fat ninjas in pajamas.
I always laugh because when I first met them in Mario 2 because I was like, all they do is jump really high. But then I found out, oh wait, they jump 2 different heights. That's actually tricky.
No, I think there's a lot more blessings shrines in this one than there were. Typo.
Maybe. There might be more in this game than there were before, but
Which is weird because those are the ones that people complained about a lot.
Hmm.
well, I think
I
there's
guess-
just a lot more ones that are behind bosses. Like you have the crystal ones are almost all blessings because the crystal's attached to a boss in some way. Or
Right.
there are ones that are in caves. Those are usually blessings. Like
I also guess it's like they more clearly mark that what kind of challenge you're doing for it than they sometimes did in Breath of the Wild. Maka speaks in third person. Okay. Got all of those in the Lost Woods. I haven't gone to Lake Saria yet, but... Okay, so... I have one right there. And...
that's the water temple.
yeah.
Hmm.
the other one? Somewhere around here? Oh, there it was. So the other one...
I think I saw it. It's just kind of slightly northwest from the center of the map.
There it is.
Is there a tower under it? Ooh, there is.
With my flying mask and flying pants, I'm more aerodynamic than ever.
Before long, you will simply become bird. Do it. Join us.
So you get those, and then you upgrade them twice. It just gives you literal flight powers, right?
Unfortunately not.
Ah. Yeah, right there.
I will tell you what it gives if you want me to.
Is it cool?
Eh. It gives you impact proof. So you take no fall damage anymore, no matter how fast or how far you fall.
I think that's pretty cool.
Marcusville says, so that means Zelda and Dragonzilla exist in the same timeline. Again, I don't think so. I think when Zelda poofed back in time, when she left the underground, when we first found Mummy Ganon, I think she changed the timeline. I think that is when the Light Dragons
Strange,
started
man.
existing to us.
Oh no.
No, you missed it? Womp womp.
That one didn't count.
Fair.
Ah. There any more? There's one over there. Let me put on my sneaky pants.
I'm going to sneakily steal the ferry. No one will ever know.
Don't.
No. Riju, do not zap the ferry. There we go.
There's another one over by the tree. Come on. Go. Time bombs. Oh, I need to actually finish it before that happens. Need my flight pants again.
Yeah, fly without your flight pants.
Anji Shrine. Tanya. The Tanya Shrine.
Yeah. Why does it say those when I'm trying to pick up a bow, but melee weapon, so I'm trying to pick up a melee weapon?
Mm.
I don't know.
And make sure I get the extra arrows here. It's 31. Ba-da-da-da. Another one.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jonas.
I
You?
was wondering if that would clip. Like if Discord would axe it.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the other thing.
Oh. Oh, did yeah.
Oh, you want to play squirrel, eh? No.
$35. That shouldn't be too hard. You just gotta remember that part at the end where you have to veer hard to the side. Veer!
18 seconds.
Yeah. I think most of the time limits in this game I've noticed are about twice as long as the fastest you can do it.
Abba-dabba-dabba-dabba.
All right, full glide set.
Yeah.
Nice.
You now have a wingsuit.
Pretty sure if it was a real wingsuit, I could just hover for a lot longer. I remember this place.
Is the
Really?
parasailor bigger than it was in the last game? Or does it
Is
just
the
look that
what
way?
bigger?
The parasail. The glider.
I don't think so.
All right, I'm just remembering wrong.
I don't need it for this, but... Oh, he has armor on that leg. How sneaky. Ow.
Dee 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 dee.
Oh, chat has now turned you into a flying squirrel
Yeah.
avatar.
Nice.
Chat, I know you want her to be a flying squirrel, but do not defenestrate her. She does not have wings.
Oh, you mean like this?
No. No.
Hmm?
No.
Not cool. Oh, someone else did it. That's why.
She's dead.
Gone forever. So sad.
You've been eaten to your death.
I'm surprised there aren't any shrines around there.
None that you can find, at least. Chat, do not mind my horrible cackling. It has nothing to do with the stream. I'm being evil in other locations.
I've clearly run out of stuff to do. Yes. That's because it's like 7 minutes before the end of the stream. I
Yeah,
guess it's...
let's go to Akala. Go say hi to Hudson and them, see what they need done.
Okay.
Mm.
To Terrytown. We shall tarry in Terrytown.
Hey.
Terror and Terrytown.
Is Miller committing war crimes in RimWorld again? No. Not in RimWorld.
No, in RimWorld.
Squeaky?
Terrytown looks so IKEA.
Oh, the song is so beautiful, and then just the fucking Goron horn comes in. The trombone.
Womp, 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 womp.
God, you know, that makes me think. So I've been looking at some Tears of the Kingdom soundtrack videos, and there's a lot of people who are doing covers of the theme from the final trailer because there's a part in it where they have a saxophone part that comes in so strong and so fire.
All right.
But there's no isolated track for that. That exact track does not appear in the game as far as I can find. And the only version people have is the one from the trailer that has, like, you know, the gameplay sound effects over top of it. All right. Here's your Gerudo quiz. Do you remember what is Granny and Gerudo?
No.
Think it's Vaba? I'll make it my Miss Son to help every son. It's like, oh god. Hudson, what have you done to your daughter's speech patterns?
I just put a pot on his head, like in Elder Scrolls.
I mean, basically.
Ah, Rick is familiar with the tactic.
Anything? No.
You got that Hudson cut out over there. Oh.
Storehouse.
Yeah. Hmm. How do you get inside of a place with the door stuck?
I mean, it's Link. Probably just blow up a wall.
That suggests you can somehow get inside this
Oh, yeah.
somehow. Let's see. Where is the cave opening?
See, you're right, and then you literally just walk past it.
Did I?
Yeah, it's right under the storehouse. Ever the Terrytown Tunnel.
Nice.
The Terrytown Totally Tubular Transition Tunnel.
Totes.
We call it the 60.
Why does he have stand-ups of himself? Is that for like advertising?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, but the door opens out. How is it blocking the door?
It was wedged under the handle.
All right, I'll accept it.
Anything else in here that I wanted? I don't think so.
Can I loot your house for anything more? I think the most hilarious thing I've seen people do with these cutouts is you can fuse them because they're physics objects, so you can fuse them onto your shields or whatever, and then you'll hold your shield out and people will react to it.
Nice.
Like if you walk up to Hudson with one of these, he's like, "Hey, that's me."
That's amazing.
There, make a privacy screen out of Hudson's.
All right. Bye, Hudson.
Here, now you get to gaze upon your glorious leader, I guess.
Oh,
Go.
And we just passed.
Oh, so I did.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Alright, If it's gonna work. Wow, alright.
Color it yellow like the sun. Oh, 10 Sunderlines, that's all you need? Did I use all of them? Probably.
To make all your gloom fixing potion foods.
The sky, huh? I think I only picked up a couple when I was up there. Yeah, I have 5. Oh. Anyway.
Alright. We'll do that next time.
Hold on a second.
Indeed. Same Zelda time, same Zelda channel.
Sean's going. We haven't read him in a while. You want to read
No.
Sean?
Sure.
Sonic Mega.
Go Psycho.
Beautiful. That's another
The
Zelda.
raid message is gonna be, you great Deku.
You great deck. Nice. All right. Another Zelda's been fun. We are done, and we'll be back tomorrow for another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a good
Good
night,
night, everyone.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night night.